Speaking of international tournaments, we just saw Vancouver Whitecaps in Mexico. They had a bad time, right, on the field, but off it as well after the Concacaf Champions Cup final. The statement saying, quote, following the team's return from Mexico, a significant number of Whitecaps FC players and staff reported gastrointestinal symptoms as a precautionary measure and in consultation with the club's medical team as well as a local infectious disease. The statement continues saying consultant and Vancouver Coastal Health, the club canceled training on Wednesday and held a modified individual closed session for cleared players today. This is tough. It's safe to say that a lot of us have had Moctezuma's revenge. It's not fun in Mexico, and especially after what just happened with this Vancouver Whitecaps side. I don't even know what question to ask about this. This is just unfortunate, Jeff. It's adding insult to injury.
It's a case of history repeating itself, too, because the year before it was the Columbus Crew who went down to Mexico and did not get a good result at all. And there were some hints that, maybe some people thought that there was something nefarious going on. So I think it's that conspiracy theory is probably gonna come to the fore again. But yeah, it makes you wonder, what were the preparations? I mean, what did they go down there with? I mean, they had the Columbus Crew experience to look at and say, okay, let's make sure that this doesn't happen to our guys. So, but I think I read somewhere that they had their own chef down there, that they made preparations. So, but it does seem curious that this has happened 2 years in a row, and the results have been maybe not identical, but very similar.
Listen, if every time a tourist goes to a different country and gets sick, we're going to open up an investigation. We're going to be here all day. The UFC went down to Mexico and had Joe Pyfer, an athlete, get sick. A bunch of people within the organization get sick. The same way I got sick when I was in Qatar. I've been sick when I've been to other countries. If you're in a foreign country, these things can happen. But to sit here and to let our conspiracy theories, run wild that a country or a league that has beaten you 19 out of the last 20 will use something like this to make sure it keeps beating you. I don't think that's the case. I think this is unfortunate. I think this is another interesting coincidence. And I think it's going to keep happening because if you go to a foreign country, you're not used to the nutrition, you're not used to the diets, you're not used to the water, whatever the case may be, you have a chance of getting sick. You have a chance of falling ill anywhere on Earth. So I don't buy these conspiracy theories. They shat themselves. I don't think it was, let's be honest, on the field, I don't think it was anything that was done by anybody in that country to purposefully, get them sick. I just think it was them on that day not being 100% in more ways than one.
I think these things happen and happen quite often, in all honesty. I mean, this is going back a few years. I was involved with one in England, in Premier League, in a Premier League game last game of the season. Spurs needed to win to qualify for the Champions League. They came down with food poisoning. Their own hotel with their own chef in England, in London. So this doesn't come as much as a surprise, or certainly doesn't have me questioning any or asking for any conspiracy theories around it. Probably the only thing that has me wondering is, I don't remember this ever happening to Trinidad and Tobago when we travel. I don't know what that says about our food. Just in general, we never seem to get sick. So maybe that speaks volumes about something else.
Iron stomachs.
Iron stomachs. Well, it's one way to put it. one way to phrase it, I guess.
Let's
leave
it at an unfortunate coincidence because, as Herc said, buying into some conspiracy theories, it's tough because they themselves on the field. I'm still kind of getting over it.
I can say it is ESPN Plus.
Okay.
Jacka, Jeff, thank you so much for hanging out with us on Football.
Good luck with Hood for the rest of today.
I'll need it. Available daily on ESPN Plus.